China is a massive and diverse tourism destination. Any trip to this Asian behemoth, which has more megacities than any other nation and the greatest population, is a captivating blend of modernism and endearing traditional culture. Every destination in China is unique, boasting over 292 spoken languages and 53 distinct ethnic groupings. This language barrier may make our travels a little more difficult, but it is still very achievable for independent travelers. Here are some of the top destinations in China. Number 10. Dali. Dali, which is surrounded by majestic mountains and is on the shores of the dazzling Erhai Lake, has long been a well-liked travel destination. The little city, which is part of Yunnan province, is well known for its picturesque surroundings, rich cultural history, and charming old town. Since Dali served as the capital of multiple kingdoms over the ages, the town is home to a number of fascinating and striking historical and cultural sites. Number 9. Zhuhaigu. Travelers who appreciate the vast outdoors and prefer their environment to be pure and uncluttered may find Zhuhaigu Valley appealing. Several Tibetan villages may be found in this national park in Sichuan province, giving tourists an opportunity to experience a different way of life without having to go to the high altitudes of the Himalayan region. The name of the area translates to 9 Tibetan villages. Because of its numerous waterfalls, snow-covered karst mountains, and 108 incredibly pure lakes with blue, turquoise, and green hues, one could even see the bottoms of them. The national park has been compared to a fairyland. In addition, gigantic pandas call this home. However, sighting them is unlikely given the vastness of the park and the volume of visitors. Number 8. Wulingwan. Located just outside the small city of Zhangjiajie in northwest Hunan province, Wulingyan boasts some of the most impressive and spectacular landscapes in China. Part of the Wuling mountain range, the scenic area is particularly famous for the thousands of pillars and peaks that punctuate the park. Number 7. Yangshuo. Yangshuo in southern China used to be a haven for backpackers due to its inexpensive lodging and relaxed vibe. But these days, a variety of tourists visit the area to take in its breathtaking scenery. Yangshuo is a convenient starting point for day tours in the region. Taking a boat ride on the Li River between Yangshuo and Guilin is a popular activity. The river is renowned for its picturesque landscape and karst mountains, which have been featured in photos and paintings all over the world. Since the return path is very level and offers views of farmers working in their fields, many visitors opt to rent bicycles. Number 6. Lhasa. Lhasa is one of the most important cities in Tibet and one of the highest elevated in the world at 3,500 meters, 11,500 feet. Lhasa, in spite of its absorption into Greater China, has retained much of its culture. During the 7th century, Tibet was unified under Songtsen Gampo, who built a palace on Mount Mapori. Over time, Lhasa went in and out of being the capital of Tibet, but it has always remained an important spiritual center. Lhasa is very important to Tibetan history and is located meaningfully in a Himalayan mountain valley. The city is home to the Potala Palace, which was the former home of the Dalai Lama. It was constructed on the Red Hill more than 360 years ago. It is composed of 2 parts, the White Palace, where the Dalai Lama lived, and the Red Palace, where religious study and practice took place. Number 5. Xi'an. The capital city of the Shaanxi province in northwest China, Xi'an, is about as old as Beijing. One of Xi'an's main attractions is its history. It was the beginning of the once essential Silk Road, which allowed trade between numerous Eurasian nations. Prior to China's unification between 1000 BC and 1000 AD, it served as the imperial capital for 11 different dynasties, making it one of the country's 4 great ancient capitals. Xi'an Aerospace Science and Technology Industrial Base is located there, making it a hub of technology and culture today. Number 4. Shanghai. The biggest and most advanced city in China is Shanghai, which is situated at the mouth of the Yangtze River and the East China Sea. More than any other emerging nation, the region accounts for over a quarter of China's total foreign investment and produces nearly 1/3 of the nation's exports. Skyscrapers are sprouting up all across the city, accompanied by opulent hotels, glitzy malls, and esteemed arts institutions. Shanghai's city nights, with their neon signs, busy avenues, and multitude of enterprises, perfectly capture the image of Chinese cities that Westerners have of China. Number 3. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China, which stretches over 6,000 kilometers and is the most well-known landmark in the nation, is one of the greatest engineering and architectural feats ever accomplished. It travels across 15 provinces in China altogether. From the Bohai Sea in the east to the desert in the west, its defenses, gates, and watchtowers are stretched. Constructed by multiple Chinese kingdoms, states, and empires over thousands of years, the wall winds through perilous areas and breathtaking vistas. Many of its most well-known features belong to the Ming Dynasty, although its earliest sections were constructed in the 7th century BC as a means of defending people against attackers. As it snakes across mountains, valleys, and hills, the Great Wall has plenty of stunning scenery for visitors to enjoy. Number 2. Hong Kong. Located off China's southeastern coast, Hong Kong is a glittering world-class commercial center where Chinese culture, British colonial influences, and modern-day high technology blend together. While it contains the world's highest concentration of skyscrapers and one of the highest population densities, Hong Kong also offers plenty of green spaces, mountain views, and beaches. Number 1. Beijing. One of the most visited locations in China is still Beijing, which serves as the country's capital today. Much of its more than 3,000-year-old history is still present inside its boundaries. Beijing has frequently served as China's northern capital, as implied by its literal meaning. After being designated as the capital of the state of Yan and given the name Yanjing, it initially gained notoriety in Chinese history. After the Mongols took control of the city in 1215, Kublai Khan used it as the capital of a united China starting in 1264. The capital was first relocated to Nanjing during the collapse of the Mongol-founded Yuan dynasty in 1368, but it was later returned and given its current name in 1403. Thanks for watching.